Remissness corrupts indulgence by turning it into indifference. It forgives not because of love, but because of laziness, cowardice, or apathy. So that really kind of gets to the heart of it. The laziness of forgiving, like, yeah, okay, you're forgiven, because like I don't have the moral fortitude or the energy to actually call somebody to repentance and love. That's challenging. It's easy to call somebody to repentance in an aggressive, rigid kind of way. It's a very difficult thing to call somebody to repentance out of love. And so there's like a slothful laziness to just wanting to, yeah, okay, everything's fine, but you're really not addressing the moral failure that's occurred. The other side is cowardice. So sometimes it's not out of laziness, but out of fear of that conversation. And this happens a lot, I think, in our day and age, especially in politics, where we have the cowardice to call the sinner to acknowledge the shortcoming that they've fallen into. This is especially true for fallen away Catholics. So when we experience those who have fallen away from the faith and maybe have a good understanding or some understanding of their catechesis and can kind of have a conversation about the church, it can be very intimidating to discuss with somebody their shortcomings in that context. It's a lot easier to discuss someone's shortcomings who's completely ignorant of the situation, and it's a lot easier to approach them and to give the references that you have, as few as they may be, because you're not expecting to have to really fight with this person in order to bring about some level of understanding. But there can be cowardice involved when we're talking about fallen away Catholics, because bringing them back in love, but in the firmness of justice through indulgence, can be quite challenging. And it can also paint you in a bad light, and it can cause them to look down upon you. And so there's a lot of fear involved in trying to walk this balance of calling people back in love. And then, of course, the third one is apathy. So just not even caring. Like, apathy is even worse than laziness, right? Apathy is just a lack of care for what's good and right, which is its own vice.